Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making a wreath. Now I have used 5 bundles, or whatever you call them, of flowers to do this. Now I got all of them at Dollar Tree. I got my wreath that I'm using at Dollar Tree, and I'm using a glue gun, and the glue I'm using I did get at Dollar Tree as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Now I'm just going to put glue and then just put it down. It kind of doesn't really matter what direction you place it, because it's going to be surrounded by other flowers anyway. Just make sure you push that down hard enough. Now what I'm doing is I'm going through and I am taking the flowers and I am putting different color flowers in each one. And now this glue is really hot, so you want to make sure you don't burn yourself. As they go down, and just kind of keep going around until you get it set up the way that you want it. Now this is completely up to you what colors you use, what wreath form you use. Completely up to you, however you want to do this. If you don't like how I'm doing it, you can find your own way to do it. I'm just kind of showing you a skill how to do this. How you choose to do your own is completely up to you. Now I've said this before, but you're only limited by your own imagination. Now the shape that you come up with is also completely up to you. Now you can just do a little section here and then a little section over here and leave that as however you want. Put a bow in the middle. That is completely up to you, however you want to do it. Now I also found these at the Dollar Tree that I'm going to put in my wreath, and I got 4 of those. Now I also found this little butterfly that I've painted just to give it a slight pop of color. Now I am going to put that in the middle of my wreath, and I'm going to have these hanging down from the sides. So I'll go ahead and show you how I'm going to do that. But I gotta find my scissors first so I can cut. Oh, right there. So I can cut the price tag off. Okay. So now I'm putting a lot of glue across the back. And then just going to place that down. I'm going to hold it for a couple of minutes. Or a few seconds, whatever. And then you're going to add more glue, and then we're just going to shove that in the side. And we're going to shove this one, woo, on the other side. Now, you don't have to do this part if you don't want to. It is completely up to you how you want your end product to look like. Now there are ends to this one. So this is the top, this is the bottom, and I don't know if that's coming up on camera, but you can see where a place where you can put your glue. So there is a clear end and a clear top to these. I'm just applying a little bit of pressure so everything holds down. Now I'm going to lift it up and show you what it looks like so far. Okay, so you can, oops. So this is what the bottom part looks like, and those kind of do look like spider webs. Spider's legs, sorry. Jeez, cannot get that out. But they won't when you're done. And here's how the side is looking so far. So I'm working on the other side, and you're just going to do the same thing. You're just going to rotate the color of the flowers back, kind of back and forth, just so that you don't get the same flower in the same place. And it's completely up to you if you want your sides to match. The flowers on each side, if you want to match them as they're going up, you can totally do that. You know, it's completely up to you how you want to do that. Wow. And not even intentionally, I actually did that. It's amazing. Now you definitely want to be careful. You don't want to hurt yourself on this glue because it is extremely hot. But you definitely want to make sure you put enough glue on it to hold it down. So far, this is what we're looking like. And then you're just going to keep going. Keep adding flowers if you want to. If you don't want to, you can stop here and then just put a bow at the top if you would like. That is completely up to you how you want your final project to look like. So this is what this side is looking like. That's what the front is looking like. And then this is also what the other side is looking like. So this is your project. However way you want it to turn out, that is completely up to you. You can do this any way you would like. This is your project. It is completely up to you how it turns out. But when you are at the store buying flowers, I suggest, so I'm using 5, but I suggest you buy a couple of extras just in case something happens and you don't like how something is turning out, or because you definitely do not want to, you definitely don't want to run out of any flowers while you are doing this, because that would be not fun, because then you would have to go stop what you're doing and go all the way back to the store, and so that is not going to be fun for you. So like I said, I'm using 5 bundles. And you definitely don't want to run out of hot glue when you're doing this, because right now I am on my 3rd stick of hot glue. So keep that in mind as well. Make sure that you have enough of all of your supplies so that you can finish this. Because you definitely don't want to get halfway done with your project and then go, oh crap, because then you're going to have to turn your hot glue gun off. You're going to have to go to the store again just for some flowers or some hot glue. So definitely make sure that you have enough of both. Alright, so this is what it's looking like so far. I'm just going to put a couple more flowers across the top here and then call it good. Now, because I put the butterfly at the base of this, I'm not going to add a bow, but you know, if you choose to add a bow, that is completely up to you. That is your choice. It is your flower, your wreath. So you make it the way you want to make it. You make it the way you want it to look. Because ultimately, this is your project, and if you choose to give it to someone, you know, you're going to be looking at that every time you go over to their house. So if you don't like it, chances are the people you're giving it to might not like it either. So make sure that at the end, this is a project that you like. And that is honestly why I like to use Dollar Tree products, because if I don't like the end result, then I don't feel that bad, because I didn't spend, you know, $50 to make it. I spent maybe $5 or $10. And then if I don't like it, the end result, it's like, yeah, okay, I'm not really out that much money on a project that turns out I didn't really like. So, you know, keep that in mind as well on where you want to purchase your products. All right, so here I am adding my last flower across the top here. Okay, now I have one last strand of the little, I think they're called daisies, these little flowers, I'm not sure. And I'm just going to put this right across the top. All right, and then here is your final product. So here's the bottom piece, and then here's the top. Okay, so let me lean that back a little bit, or let me take a couple steps back and see if you can see it all the way back here. All right, so there you go. Here is your final product. So here's the bottom, and there's the top. So there you go, a cheap and easy wreath to put together. Now all together, so these came together as one bunches. So the wreath was $1, the butterfly was $1, these two flowers, that was $2. And then I used five bundles of flowers. So altogether, it was $9 to make this wreath. So there's your end product. Again, and as I said, if you don't like it, you know, chances are the people you're giving it to aren't going to like it either. So just make sure that when you're in the store buying your flowers, that you think about what it's going to look like in the end. And as you're putting it together beforehand, definitely think about that too. Think about your end product, who you're giving it to, and whether they're going to like that or not. So you are, so this project is completely done. So I just want to say, if you like this video, definitely give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, definitely subscribe to my channel. I have a lot more planned, a lot more coming up, so stay tuned for the next one. Thank you for joining me, and you have a wonderful day. Bye.